Hi friends, I'm celebrating the first anniversary of Storymaker's publication. The book launch took place last year on December 1st, so it's been just over a year since I was able to put the first copies into people's hands. I've spent the last year touring and speaking with so many knitters in person about the book, and I'm really grateful for all the conversations I've had this year and the support from our incredible community. I'm also grateful to be home for a rest and a break from events, so I thought I'd make this little Storymaker intro video for those I haven't had the opportunity to speak to in person this year, which I know comparatively is a lot of you. But Storymaker is a hard book to categorize, so I found it really helps to have in-person chats to explain the concept. Briefly, Storymaker is an illustrated short novel, and the book includes 12 knitting patterns that are all inspired by the events of the story. The patterns are interspersed through the chapters of the novel in the order in which they arise in the narrative. But more in depth, Storymaker is a literal take on an idea that I think most knitters or crafters or makers can relate to. The idea that any time we're making something, we're simultaneously imbuing that object with the story of its making. The finished object carries the circumstances of its creation with it, so that holding it later on, you might be reminded of the room you were sitting in, what you were watching on TV while you worked, and even what you were thinking and feeling at that time. I say Storymaker is a literal take because this has always seemed very magical to me. So in the book, it is magic. My protagonist follows an enchanted ball of yarn on a journey to find help for her endangered village. She believes initially that the magic comes from the yarn, but with time and guidance, she realizes that the magic is in fact her own. With the creation of the story and the accompanying patterns and the illustrations, my aim was to create an immersive knitting experience. I really feel that handiwork skills become more and more important to practice and preserve as time presses us forward into this disconnected digital age. I wanted to celebrate the specialness and the magic of what we as makers can do.